You know, this is a super underrated activity that I don't think anybody in the modern day really does normally anymore. Only like a select few people go into it. It's praised by some of the greatest minds in history, and it's probably top 5 things that you can do for your physical and mental health. Yet, no people do it anymore. And that activity is what I just did to get over here, walking. Now, not walking specifically, but going for a walk is probably one of the greatest things you can do for yourself and help yourself out in just life, period. Albert Einstein, we all know who he is. Pretty smart dude, invented a lot of things. He praised walking highly. And he's not the only dude that went for walks to help him. Albert Einstein attributes a lot of the progress that he made in discovering formulas and whatnot because he went for walks. And other people like philosophers. Let me think of one. It was like Epictetus. He's a pretty well-known Greek philosopher. I read some of his books or books on him. He went for walks as well. So some of the greatest minds of history went for walks. And there's a reason for that. Walking is undisputedly the greatest activity of all time. Well, maybe not greatest. There were a couple of things that popped in my mind, such as prayer, whatnot. But it is up there in terms of some of the best things that you can do for yourself. Now, why do I say this? I get that walking can be kind of mundane and boring at times. But walking doesn't have to be boring. And I'm not talking about those insane nature walks that you go through like an extremely scenic route. No, I'm talking just about like random walk on the sidewalk. That sort of walk. Those don't have to be boring. Those don't have to be mundane. You can actually have a pretty good time doing those things. But how? How do you turn something that seems so boring into something that actually is really helpful and something that you actually want to do? Well, you're speaking to the right guy here, because I'm the type of person that goes for an hour-long detour just so I can get a little walk or bike in. And first of all, I think going for a walk is more of an idea or like a framework, because going for a walk is comprised of a couple things. A very light, brisk form of physical activity, and you're outside. And this could be a lot of other things. I really like to walk and bike. Those two fit the sort of same mold, because biking, I go on like a pretty flat travel route and I can bike like 20K no problem. Because biking to me is still very brisk. And walking, anyone can do this. If you have a pair of legs, even if you don't have a pair of legs, you can still go for a walk, roll around on a wheelchair. But because the activity is so light and brisk, you only get tired after a very long time. And that feeling of tiredness is actually a good tired, not the type of where like you're dead and you're actually just crying on the ground because how much it hurts, right? Not like those grueling Diamond Gym workouts. But you're tired in a good way, and it's like a runner's high almost, where you walk around and you absorb what's around you. And the thing that it really allows you to do is it frees up your mind. So few people want to walk because they'd rather be inside doom scrolling, doing something else, because they don't really know what to think about and they have no capability to really like think for themselves or actually have their thoughts run free. I think it really is a lost art at this point in time. People don't really know how to think on their own properly, nor make those sort of little self-monologues. Because I monologue to myself a lot. And I talk to God a lot as well, So naturally, I'm just this type of person. I really enjoy being out there on my own, thinking and thinking and thinking. And so were some of the greatest minds out there. They had the ability to think themselves and contemplate, but being out here gives you a sense of clarity that you don't get anywhere else, because you don't have anything around you that really influences who you are or your thoughts in any sort of way. It's just undoubtedly unfiltered you that's thinking, that's talking, that's doing whatever. You don't have to worry about, a reel changing how you think or music changing how you think. But it's simply just you being altered bit by the nature around you But nonetheless, it's still you. Maybe your emotions fluctuate a little bit. Maybe in a really sunny day, you're really happy. In a rainy day, you're a little bit more gloomy. Or maybe in a really beautiful snowy day, you're just in awe of the beauty of the snow in front of you. Whatever it is, it's just you realizing different things that you think. And that's why I think walking is honestly so overpowered. Like, I don't know why people haven't picked up on this meta. I'm genuinely saying this, like this is new meta of 2026. Walking is the new meta, all right? I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I wish I could just show you how great walking is, how good I feel every single time that I do walk. And I'm begging every single one of you out there, like, please consider going on a daily walk, right? I get it's boring at times, so you just gotta learn how to walk or how you take these walks. It could be time consuming, yes, and I'm not asking you to go for these hour-long walks that I do, you know? Not everyone's an unemployed chud like me. But that doesn't mean you can't go for a brisk walk for 10 minutes before you go to bed. I think that could actually be a very good thing for yourself and clear out your thoughts before, you know, you go to sleep. It can help you get some better sleep as well for those that are employed and struggling to sleep. Whatever it is, walking has insane benefits for you. It's good for your health, it's good for your mental, it's good for making progress on things that you've been stuck on, working on projects and brainstorming ideas for those projects that you might be stuck on. No matter what, when you get outside and you're connecting with the things that are around you and really grasping the present moment, you get a sense of clarity that doesn't happen anywhere else. And it doesn't happen nearly as often as when you're out here. I think it's almost guaranteed to happen when you're going for a walk, right? So please, that was a terrible voice crack, but go for a walk. Come on, dudes. Go for a walk, all right? That's pretty much it for my video here in this day. You know, I really just pray that you guys would go out there and walk. Like, some of my greatest prayers to God have come from walking, and it's simply because I'm able to absorb the present moment and be aware of my thoughts and what's around me so much better. When I don't have media going into my eyes and music going into my ears, like, I can just really realize everything that is around me and what I've done, you know, what this world is, who I am. It almost makes me take like a third-person perspective of everything around me. Like, everything just becomes so clear, and I don't know where I'm rambling on with this, but I think that's pretty much it for what I want to say in this video. I hope you guys would take what I said to heart and actually make something of it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.